This budget invests $25 billion in Golden Dome for America, a down payment on President Trump's priority to defend our homeland. It also significantly increases funds to buy next-generation technology, including autonomous systems, long-range drones, long-range fires, and hypersonics.
Clearly, we need to develop autonomy. Autonomy in significant numbers with a central.
It allowed us to do the high-performance computing at the edge. We now see this as a kind of a spectrum of not so much of here's all the things that the operator does in the rear versus here's what's happening out at the front, but really how do you enable the warfighter I'll say at AI at echelon, and because we know.
If you start thinking about these devices as nodes in a network, it fundamentally changes the game.
How is that going to fundamentally change the way we fight? Yep. Robotics and autonomy is the best, and artificial intelligence is the best example I have. It's going to fundamentally change the way we're going to fight. And then, so how do you account for that in future concepts?
That the UAV thing we're seeing, unmanned aerial system, is really the leading edge of a major tech disruption of the land domain. So it's going to be UAVs and robots, and how do you... And then the really big one that I think is really going to be revolutionary is the nexus of humans and machines. So figuring out how to optimize the integration of humans and machines. So it's a tech, it's a big, autonomy is kind of the center of gravity of that problem, but not to replace humans with robots.
And that's another area we need to be considerate of. I mean, Secretary Duffy is dealing with a great deal with the federal, transportation, with air and traffic. Those bans are what they're using. So this goes along with my thought and belief that we must do more in the non-kinetic sense with the spectrum, right? To have AI and sensing to not have a kinetic event happen. And that's what Golden Dome really is about, is sensing when there is a
new era we're entering in. From eVTOLs, drones, autonomous vehicles, to space travel, we're in a global race to out-innovate and out-compete the rest of the world.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to build the rebuild the air traffic control system. We need to lay fiber. We need new radios. We need new terminals for our air traffic controllers. They sit in a terminal and they're using old floppy disks. They have headphones where they're using jacks to plug in. It's kind of out of 1980. And
for our country to really reach the scale that it can be, for it to be successful, we need to be the leader in the world of 5G and 6G.
At this critical point in time, there is also the need to redefine the telecommunications infrastructure around the world as well by leveraging AI. The convergence between AI and telecoms presents an unprecedented opportunity for renewed U.S. leadership globally.
We know that services like artificial intelligence, spatial computing, intelligent transportation, and autonomous systems will require an intelligent infrastructure to support scaled adoption. National sovereignty and global productivity will go to the nation that deploys the intelligent infrastructure enabling Industry 4.0 by engaging the greater ecosystem of partners. Infrastructure investors, real estate developers, engineering firms, master plan communities, energy producers, vertiport companies, property and title companies, attorneys, economic development groups, etc. A new multi-trillion-dollar industry requires infrastructure.